Hey YouTube, this is my first video that I've decided to post. I've been watching a bunch of other people that keep up with their pregnancies and their life, and I find it actually really interesting, so I decided that I'd begin to video. Even though I don't have any kids yet, we are expecting one soon. I say soon, I wish it was sooner, in September. So anyway, I'm 18 weeks pregnant, and my weeks turn over on Wednesdays, so I'm 18 weeks, 2 days technically. Oh, excuse me. So really excited. We have our 20-week 3D ultrasound in 2 weeks on April 26th. So I'm really anticipating that. We are having a boy, we found out last week. And in just 2 weeks, I've accumulated so much blue, it's crazy. And also I have plenty of diapers for a while anyway. So definitely getting a head start on everything. And registering was a lot of fun. My mom and I went to Babies R Us and picked out some really cute stuff. So I'm not really familiar with boys. I'm a little nervous, and that may sound bad, but I'm glad that he's a boy. I mean, of course I am, but I'm just a little nervous about like boy stuff. I grew up with a sister, so I'm not really familiar with that area down there. So luckily my husband will take care of that part of it, and I'm sure we'll work it out. We haven't decided on a name yet. We've narrowed it down, I think. He's really like wishy-washy on all the names, so last time I kind of gave him a few names and he said that he had to think about it. So hopefully he's thinking about it and we'll be able to name our little man here soon. I'd really like to give him a name. We just always call him either Baby Boy or the Baby, or I think his latest name is No Name Jackson. So hopefully we will settle on that soon and get him named. That way we can actually refer to him as a person and not an object. So I don't have any symptoms anymore. I did for a couple of weeks, like I believe it was weeks 6 through 8. I had a little bit of nausea. Most of the time it was really strange. It was after I would eat instead of before. I know that a lot of people will like wake up with morning sickness, or when their stomachs get empty, they begin to feel nauseous, but for whatever reason, it was really strange. I'd eat and then about 15 minutes later, I'd feel sick. So I don't know, really weird. Like one Sunday morning, I ate a bowl of cereal. I believe it was like Cheerios or something. And we got in the car and we almost got to church, which is like 20 to 25 minutes away. And I had the seat laid back. I was almost in a sweat. I mean, I felt horrible. And my husband looked at me and he said, "Sarah, like, do you really not feel well?" And I said, "I really don't. I feel bad because we got ready, and I hate to turn around and go all the way back home." And he's like, "Well, if you don't feel good, I'm sure God wouldn't want you to sit in church and feel miserable." And I was like, "Well, I guess you're right." So we just turned around and came back home. I felt so bad, but he was really sweet about it. He was very understanding, so that was good. But other than that, I think I've only thrown up, I think I threw up like 3 times, and all 3 times it was in the morning, and either I gagged, like brushing my teeth, or I'm not really sure. Like the first time that I threw up, I did not even feel nauseous, but I took my vitamins kind of late before I went to bed, and I didn't eat anything like a few hours prior to taking them, so maybe that was it. But I didn't even feel sick, but I just, that feeling, like my mouth started watering, and so I ran to the bathroom, and it was just like stomach bile. I know that sounds nasty, but it wasn't like any food or anything. So, and I felt fine. So it was kind of weird. Anywho, also I had headaches for a little while. They were almost like I don't know what a migraine feels like, but I imagine that's what a migraine is, like a very mild migraine. Generally, it's like behind my eyes or like on one temple or the other. I haven't had one in a few weeks, knock on wood. I don't want any more of them. I never really got headaches before, so I'm hoping that they'll stay away for good. And I don't know, that was pretty much it. I didn't really have very many symptoms. Like even before I found out, like even before I took a test, I don't know what it was, but I just had a feeling. I don't know. And we actually found out on New Year's Eve. So before we went out, so I didn't drink or anything. I actually drank water all evening, ice water. And I had like a disguisable cup, so no one really knew what I was drinking because I didn't really want anyone to ask any questions. So that was kind of interesting because normally I'm part of the party, and in that situation I was kind of almost an outsider and no one knew it. I was just kind of watching everyone, and you know, I've never really been one to not drink and stand around and watch everyone else act stupid, but that night I actually got the opportunity and it was actually kind of fun. So anyway, we live in Texas, so the weather is nice for now. I've heard many people tell me, Sarah, you're gonna be really hot, you're gonna be miserable, you know, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be summertime. And fortunately we have a pool right down the road in our neighborhood, and I bought some tank tops, so I think I'm pretty set. If nothing else, I'll stay inside because us Texans love our air conditioner. So we definitely have a working air conditioner, so I actually may be spending more time inside than I would like, but that's okay, well worth it. I'm okay with that. I am a teacher. I teach at a small school about 40 minutes away, so it's kind of a commute, but well worth it. I teach 6th and 7th grade. Interesting age. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's actually Friday today, so I'm really enjoying just being at home and getting to spend time on myself. During the week, excuse me, I really don't have time to myself. It's pretty much work, come home, you know, eat, shower, bed, because I have to get as much sleep as I can at night. That way I'm not completely exhausted during the day. I did get my energy back, which was great. I guess that came back, I'd say probably like maybe about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, probably. It was great. Like just one day I woke up and I felt so much better because in